Beach water's so good. Alexa, turn on Freya light. Alexa, turn on bed light.
For real? Listen.
No.
Hey.
I can imagine. Is everyone starting to settle in at least?
You sure this is the place?
That's what she
Are
said.
you scared? Don't be so wimpy. I thought you were a cop.
That was a long time ago. I'm a driving instructor now.
Dachi-san's just allergic to fancy restaurants, that's all. He's a man of basic tastes.
It's true. I only ever go to fast food joints.
Ugh, that's so gross.
She is
Also true.
absolutely
Right on
just
time.
a C word.
But everyone's already inside, waiting for you.
Well, we weren't late, so you don't get an apology.
And I wasn't expecting one.
Yeah, I
just
feel
thought I'd
you.
let you
That's
know.
always the tricky part.
Of course, now you're making them wait further.
And who is them, by the way?
You'll see. Go in, please. There's no need to worry.
It's the
Kasuga-san.
diaper men.
You have the Jungihan guarantee that no harm will come to you here.
Hard to trust the guy who was pointing a gun at me just a few hours ago.
Ah, but now we are outside the bounds of the Great Wall of Muscle. That changes things.
Come in.
That was Song Hui.
Here we go.
Is it the leaders of the three groups?
Yo, Kasuga-kun. How you doing?
Zhao. And
Huh.
Hey, what's up with the old guy?
Watch it. That's Ryuhei Hoshino, the Seiryu clan chairman.
What? But if he's here, then that would mean they're...
At the negotiating table.
the Aging Three. All the leaders gathered in the same spot.
Kasuga, think you can tell us what the hell is going on here?
Yep, they're gonna find a way to have to make this work. Ooh. I feel like I'm speeding through this game. Blanket, how many chapters are
Please.
in this?
Step inside.
Hey, aren't these three supposed to be fighting a war?
Supposed to be.
Kind of a weird place for us to meet, Chairman Hoshino. Especially considering the three of you look more like you're ready to have a tea party than tear each other's throats out.
Usually we meet only once a year, unless there's
Oh,
a
we're already
need
at
to
chapter
share
deep.
information face to
I need to
face,
slow it down and play more
as
mini
we must
games.
now. We always do what it takes to keep the Great Wall intact.
Your men are killing each other out there. You don't want to stop them?
Stop them. 2 of my youngest men were gunned down without mercy. Liamang Turf's been raided right up to the perimeter of their base. There's no stopping any of it now. At this point, whoever retreats first will have lost the war. I can't lay down my spear until that happens.
That's pretty much the same deal for me.
So then why are you two here? Gonna decide the war over a game of cards?
We need you to fix
Not
it.
the worst idea.
What the fuck? People are dying! And meanwhile, you three are just hanging out playing nice? Think your men would approve? Do any of you even care what your own people think?
Kasuga, There's no need to throw fits about what you don't understand.
Do you know right now Captain Takabe is Zhao's prisoner?
Prisoner. We're treating him more like an uninvited guest. Honestly, I'd let him go if I had one good reason to. I just don't, that's all.
So you're going to sit here and do nothing? Just let the chips fall where they may?
That's how it needs to be.
A bunch more pointless deaths is how it needs to be?
They're not pointless. Our men's willingness to fight is the entire reason we're able to serve as checks on each other. As long as the triangle remains balanced, it can hold firm against outside pressure. It's much like how Japan established separation of powers after the end of its dictatorship. It's not perfect, but it's the best solution we have. Do you see the logic there?
Oh boy, a post-war history lesson. What? That's what you're comparing it to, right?
Yes, because it's relevant. The post-war period is when the town's lines of power were drawn.
Huh?
The black market was born from the ashes of the war. It laid the foundation for modern-day Jincho. Back then, the Seiryu clan was thriving. But in Chinatown, two rival Chinese gangs were competing for dominance. The winner of that fight prospers in Chinatown to this day. The gang that lost became the Yokohama Liuman. They were driven out of Chinatown and into Ijincho. But the Seiryu clan wasn't about to take that kind of invasion lying down. For a time, the gutters practically ran with Liumang and Seiryu blood.
Man, you gonna lecture until the bell rings, Professor?
Damn,
You want to
Ichigo.
understand what's going on? Then you need the history, you smartass.
If you want to understand the fake money, that is.
The Seiryu clan knows about that?
Yes. All the fake money printed by the Komi Jewel goes through me.
But doesn't that mean the Seiryu clan is the real puppet master behind all this?
How do you figure that?
Mabuchi started forging Chinese yuan, sure. But only because of the counterfeit yen. I think I'm starting to figure all this out. The Liumang brings in the paper. The Komi Jewel prints the bills. But then, the Seiryu clan keeps all the profit? Wait, are you all in this together?
Kasuga-kun, calm down. You're jumping to conclusions.
Because I'm pissed off right now. First I'm kidnapped, accused of being a Seiryu Yakuza.
What are you still doing
then blamed
awake?
for being the spark that ignites a war. Nearly killed over Namba's thing. Now I'm here with the Ijing Three, who, by the way, don't even give a shit about the war. Tell me, why should I calm down?
He's got a point.
And you with your damn Seiryu clan. You're the one getting the most out of this.
No, because we're not the final destination of the fake yen. That will be Yutaka Ogikubo's pocket.
Okay, so it does go all the way up to him.
Ogikubo.
Huh.
I saw his name in an article. He's some big shot in the Citizens Liberal Party.
True.
All three of you are working together to support him politically? Why? Huh.
Suddenly my history lesson seems relevant, doesn't it?
Fine, get on with it.
Ogikubo is the man who proposed making fake money in Ijincho. This was
Yeah,
60 years
beyond
ago. He pitched the idea to
Gunji
the
Han,
first Seiryu
like
chairman
the
and first
VA
Liuman
was
boss.
really clear.
A politician suggested
And this
committing
came
federal
out-
crime to a bunch of gangsters? For real?
This came out in 2020 or
At the time,
2021.
Ogikubo was only a member of the city council, but he saw the fights breaking out between the long-established Seiryu clan and the newly arrived Liumang. He understood it was, in essence, a turf war.
Yeah, Kaiji Tang.
Knowing that, he looked for solutions to stop the bloodshed, solutions that would save lives. And eventually, he managed to find an answer.
Fake money, of all things.
Industry. Which in this case
Yeah, late
is,
2020.
yes,
So
fake
most
money.
of these were probably recorded in
Ogikubo
like
split
home
the roles
studios
up
because of
evenly.
COVID.
That way, both organizations
Like
would
that's
have a
that's the
common
crazy
goal.
part. Like you
The
can
Liumang would
date
import
games
special paper. The Seiryu
like
clan
via
would print
voice
and
acting.
transport the money.
How did
at least from
Ogikubo
that
know
very
the
very
counterfeiting
small period of
process?
time.
He didn't at first. But since he had faith in his plan and a desire for peace, He used every single connection he had.
Or at
to
least
collect
when
the
the
raw
lines were
materials,
originally recorded.
Plus the recipe. Counterfeiting wasn't that difficult back then. Currency didn't have all the security features it has now.
It's only gotten harder over the years.
But anyway, after the first batch was printed,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very
Ogikubo
familiar
used it to
with
bribe the cops.
Japanese, like the yen counterfeit,
Not
like
the Savior
anti-counterfeiting
clan or the
measures.
Yulong?
I know
There
U.S.
would have been
currency
no
has a
point in
lot
laying
of
off
shit.
those two. That conflict
Colored
goes
threads,
deeper.
micro printing.
Ogikubo understood that.
You have the security thread
Okay, but
and
why
the
give it to
watermarks.
police?
They wanted to control
And the
him, of
ink.
course. And in the blink of an eye, they became his loyal servants. That ought to surprise no one, given how corruptible law enforcement tends to be. Anyway, Ogikubo had his new minions in uniform crack down on one certain region of Ijincho.
Well, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Yeah, he was making the city safer, right?
Now, that was just a side effect of what he really wanted. To squash every attempt by the Seiryu to drive out the Liumang. All police resources were dedicated to that one goal. It created a tiny pocket of Ijincho that was essentially violence-free.
Well, I bet that worked out great for the Liumang.
Oh,
They're gonna take it
you're the
away if
sharp
you keep
one, I
eating
take
it.
Yes. That zone became the Liumang's home. So there it was. A place controlled by a criminal organization, but with low crime. The first gray zone.
And the Seiryu clan just accepted that. Why would they give up their territory and all its income streams like that?
So we're getting
Because they
paid
were
off.
Getting continuous payouts from the
There we go.
counterfeiting operation. And that wasn't the only thing. Anytime one of us did something that normally would have landed us in hot water, Ogikubo would contain it. He kept it off police reports. That kept us from losing men to the law. So there were plenty of benefits for us. All while we kept our honor.
This Ogikubo's a pretty shrewd guy.
Nah. He just used some old tricks every politician knows.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps. But do you understand now how we benefit from him?
Yeah, I get it.
And my people reap those benefits also. In the 80s, the Komijol was saved by the Ijincho Gray Zone.
How?
Our parent organization was the Jingon Mafia, which formed decades ago in Korea.
Which we kicked
Even
out.
only a few years ago, he was a body double for their leader. But every time the Jingon Mafia got crushed, some of its people would drift to Ijincho. My mother was one
Thanks,
of those.
Kiryu.
I was young when she brought me here. Ijincho was a breath of fresh air after living so long under their ridiculous code. More and more people heard about the relief we found here, so more came. But then our safety was threatened by something else. As our numbers grew, so did our clashes with the Yokohama Liumang.
You started fighting them?
Not outright. Ogikubo stepped in, right before a real war erupted. He brought us a proposal, that we take over the Seiryu's counterfeiting business. It was an offer of steady income and safe territory. How could we refuse? In return, we would perform the surveillance necessary to contain the secret. That's how we
Ooh,
started to build a
Froob
system
finally
that now
finished routing
monitors
Fist
every
Ass.
inch of Ijincho. It became our way to
15-ish
contribute to the
hour
smooth
speed
running of
run.
Ijincho,
Jesus.
alongside the Seiryu and Liumang.
So that's the
Do
origin
not
story
miss
behind the
runs like
EG3.
that.
Ever since, we've all supported Ogikubo. And he supported us in kind. He used the huge streams of money from us to secure his seat at the helm of the Citizens' Liberal Party. Now, no one in the cabinet can speak against him.
After masterminding a way to bring peace to the city, he moved up in the world. Well, there are worse ways to climb the ladder, but I can't condone it. It's still a cover-up.
Really?
So you would say even perfect results don't matter if the methods are flawed. What about the police themselves? What about their alliance with all the Yakuza which grew from the scorched earth of post-war Japan? Light and dark joined hands to rebuild, and that's how we got where we are today.
Listen, we don't need that kind of
Can't
negativity.
deny the ends justify the means.
Well,
What does it even matter what happened? Who cares about that stuff right now? It's all in Ijincho's past. What we gotta think about is its future.
How you doing tonight?
So
I'm
why'd you
National.
call us here? What do you want?
Your friend Namba-kun, during his search for his brother, spied on us and invaded our privacy. I assume he began with the fake bills because that was his brother's subject of investigation. But he was reckless, digging through Komi-jewel affairs like a rabid raccoon.
Well, yeah.
Right from the
He's a
start,
nurse,
refused
not
to
a
show
not a
any respect
counterintelligence
to
officer.
EG3. Now he's seen the counterfeiting for himself, and we have no idea where he is.
Did you check the sewers?
We must ensure his permanent silence.
Why are you telling us this? You looking to make a deal for his life or something?
A deal? Kasuga, under most circumstances, all your lives would be forfeit. But I have some idea of how this fake bill ended up in your pocket.
What?
Huh?
You do?
Out of respect for this person, I will look the other way.
But who the hell was it?
If you really want to know, you'll have to bring Namba to me. Personally.
We can't do that to Nanchan.
Sure is tempting.
Kasuga,
But I'll pass. Nothing I need to know so bad that I'd sell out a friend. So we done here?
You do realize, if word gets out about the counterfeiting, the Great Wall will crumble.
I think it's
And
cute
that
that they're
means
at
the
least
end of
thinking
the Grey Zone.
Ichiban has enough intelligence to understand the
Yeah,
gravity
that
of
would
the
suck
situation, but
for
he has
you.
no clue.
Look, the Great Wall keeps the peace with less than honorable means, sure. But it provides a safe haven for desperate souls.
And they ain't got.
with
They've been
nowhere
waiting
left
for
to
their
turn.
food for hours.
Yeah, man, I get all that.
Well, here's what you don't get, you moron. When we say no one gets in, that includes the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance.
Oh damn, that
So
sounds a
see,
whole lot
if
like
we're
your
talking
problem.
about people who owe their lives to the Grey Zone, you're one of them, Kasuga-kun.
What?
After you were shot, the only reason the Omi didn't finish you off is because you were inside the zone.
What are you trying to say? That I owe something to the city?
Go ahead and act like you're above it all, but you've benefited from our operation as much as any of us.
Fine. Still doesn't mean I'm gonna sell out a friend.
Before you insist on that, I have something important to say.
Yeah, what?
Do you?
We
Are you
already
sure?
have assassins hunting Namba.
Okay.
What the hell? Who's assassins?
Mine. Somebody had to step up.
That's stepping up in your book? Hunting an innocent man?
Unlike you, Kasuga, I don't turn down attractive offers. But don't worry. I told my guys to make it painless. But, my men have gotten a little rough lately.
All right, so we'll kill him first,
Son of a bitch.
and then purple
him
hair
off.
lady, and
No
then the
can
old
do.
guy.
I think one death for the sake of the whole city is worth the price.
What do you say to our offer now? If you refuse, Namba will die.
But aren't you gonna kill him all the same if we bring him to you?
Instead of worrying about
I'm
that,
starting to get-
worry about getting to him first. Your clock's ticking.
hey, we don't even know where to look.
I may have an idea.
Well, there you go. So, Kasuga, given all this, what will you do?
What do you
I
have?
mean, guess I'm rescuing Namba from your stupid assassins.
I'm locked in. Meeting for Lord knows how long. Huh. Yeah.
No.
Yo.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, shit. He's right. Bleach Japan would wood, maybe?
Hey, yeah.
Yo.
Sup?
Second floor. Okay. Well, at least we got somewhere to figure out. Crap. We're all the way out here. Yeah. We got some time to kill. Do 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 do. Oh, I haven't even here yet. Oh shit, noodle bar.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, that dude's mad hype. They got Gomaku? Yo, Bubba, they got Gomaku. Yo! If you ever have the chance to have Gomaku fried rice, it is absolutely absurdly good. Tofu.
Who's hungry?
Me! Oh, God.
ありがとうございました。
Yeah, that dude is grizzled AF. I love it.
I'm ready. Right.
Alright, Ari, get in there.
I have secrets too.
Weird formation here. First one off.
Here we go.
My guy
You're gonna be in a
just straight up blocked me. Wild. Absolutely wild.
You sure you want to get hurt? You're gonna get stomped.
Let's go.
I got this.
Alive.
I'll show you. Right. Try this on the side.
There we go.
Look at me go.
Yeah. Alright, let's I'll take us back to survive. So we definitely need to get some bond level ups. And then maybe we can start searching for new jobs. I'm not sure if I've unlocked anything. I mean, I probably have level-wise, but just like some of the base jobs. I don't think we need a bard in our party yet. Ever. It takes a special kind of person to properly use bards. I am not one of them. Is he still back? My guy, you may be a void, but we still see you.
Hmm?
Ooh, sick. 100 yen piece? Alright, fine.
I'm not big on bullying, but... Right.
Let's go.
I have secrets too.
Take him down.
Here we go.
Cool. Quick fight. Oh, I guess that dude's not there anymore. That's weird. Can I just open this? No, it's locked. Weird. Huh. Alright. I have to remember to go back there. It's probably tied to that dude's crawfish. Yes, I still remember that dude's crawfish.
This will be good practice. I got this.
They're level 10. It's not even worth burning MP.
Right. I'm ready now.
Y'all know what time it is. What do you mean? The best time for this track.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Thanks for letting me know.
God, my neck. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
What's up, Sachan? Looking kind of down there.
Oh, Ichiban.
Was it your
Something happened on the
sister?
Just more Nanoha drama. I'm starting to get all too clear a picture of that jerk she's dating.
Oh, yeah. Katsuragawa, right? The consulting guy, or whatever.
The girls from the club looked into him. They saw him with Nanoha on a date. Look at this picture they took.
And that's Nanoha and Katsuragawa?
Yeah. Doesn't he look shady as hell? What is she thinking?
Hey, I get what you're saying, but you can't judge someone just from the way they look.
Okay, take a look at this picture then. See the guy in the background with the sunglasses? His name's Yamashita, and he's like the bodyguard in Katsuragawa's creepy little posse.
Bringing a bodyguard on a date? Yeah, that's definitely out of the ordinary.
Maybe
think?
he's a.
And to make matters worse, the
Have you
girls told
seen
me
the,
conversation he had with Nanoha? It was
I don't know if these
100%
games are
bad
up your
news.
alley or not.
I'm
The
sure
new
Katsuragawa
one
has
coming
it in
out
for
is
her.
it looks
What do you mean?
absolutely terrific.
What did you girls hear?
Katsuragawa's consulting
they've said
firm
it in
isn't doing
Hawaii
so
and
hot
there's
right now,
segues.
so he wants to borrow money from Nanoha.
How much?
Actually, Yakuza
2
6
million.
involved
He
the
decided
Navy.
a date
That was
a good time to ask
an
for a
interesting
huge loan?
plot twist.
I think even I've got more game than this guy. But anyway, Nanoha said no, right? I mean, she needs that money to support her dad.
Actually, when my dad switched facilities, Nanoha found out she had a little more spending money. Apparently, she's already lent him 500,000, and now he's asking for 2 million more.
$5
Seriously?
grand,
Ugh.
20 grand.
Even if Nanoha has that much to spare, she should be saving it for her future.
And Katsuragawa knows that. But somehow he found out Nanoha used to work at Otohime Land.
With a boat
did?
that shouldn't have
So
existed.
he asked her to go back and start making bank
I
again.
actually like recently,
And
beyond
this is the guy
watching
who
very
didn't
long
even
video
bother to
game
help her when she was in
retrospectives,
trouble.
have been.
In fact, I think he basically stopped
Yo,
calling her
Poppy's
right after
here.
Dad started
¿Qué
doing
pasa, mijo?
round-the-clock care.
Está bien.
But now that that's dealt with, and
Yo, what's up,
Katsuragawa knows
Koji,
about Nanoha's
Adam?
stint at
How
the
y'all
soap
doing?
land,
Welcome in,
he's
friendos.
trying to
Lobo's here.
schmooze his way
Cloud's
back
here.
in.
I mean,
Hey, happy
Nanoha's
Fanboy
not
Friday,
idiot.
Bobby.
She can always just
Yo,
change the subject
Gogo's
whenever he
here.
asks for money,
Vamund
can't she?
Ziop. How y'all doing
Don't you
tonight?
remember how she wanted to go out with him
Howdy,
way
pigeon.
back when I first said no? She was head over heels for him back then. I don't know how she feels now, but
Chrissy, you're still
it
awake.
sounded like she held off on saying yes
Yeah,
or
how was
no.
Party Animals tonight? I saw you were playing
Afraid she might
Jackbox
actually
earlier.
Go back to the soap land.
You think so? Damn, this guy's a piece of work. If he really does roll with a biker gang, it must be as the shit stuck on their tires. What other kind of guy would be pushing his girlfriend to work at a soap land? To cover for his failures?
So you're having
Welcome
the
in,
exact
Raiders.
same thoughts as me.
Welcome, welcome.
Nice to know
Yeah,
I'm
go
not
get some
crazy.
rest, homie.
Crazy?
Your head hurts,
Son,
dude.
even if he wasn't
I'm
such a bastard,
just finally
Nanoha
starting
could
to
still do
almost
better.
feel human.
We gotta get him away
Oh,
from her
Jackbox is
before she
always
gets
a
scammed
wild
and hung out
ride.
to
Like,
dry.
But Nanoha never
it's one of those
listens to me.
things that it gets
She's
out
not
of
about to
hand, like in
start
a good
now.
way, so quickly. But like, it's
long
one of
has
those
it been
things you
since you
can't
tried
do it all the
convincing her
time.
to break
Otherwise,
up
it
with
just kind of
Tachiragawa?
loses its effect.
7, 8 years, right?
Yep, and it sparked the huge fight.
What
Welcome in,
exactly did you
friendos.
say to
I'm
her back
Kios.
then?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I don't actually remember
generally
too
do a lot
well.
of speed
It got
runs
heated so fast.
of RPGs and
Well, what if
ARPGs.
that was the
I've been
problem?
focusing on Final
What?
Fantasy
When
15
you
and
use strong
Forspoken.
emotions to try and persuade someone,
We're not
they
doing
just
that.
give you
We're
strong
cooking, we're
emotions
cleaning,
right
we're
back.
building
What if
keyboards, we're
this
3D
time you kept it
printing,
cool
and playing a
gave
lot
her
of,
few good
well,
logical
honestly, really good
reasons to dump
RPGs.
Tachiragawa? Act like you're neutral
Tonight
about it,
we
you know?
actually
You're
got
right.
really close
If I
to a
get
PB
myself
in
or her all
15.
worked up, it'll only
Unfortunately,
make it
I'm the
harder for her to
unluckiest
think
bastard on
clearly.
the face of the
That's
planet.
great advice.
We
Thank
made
you.
some more progress in
I'll lay
Silent
it all
Hill,
out
you know, because
calmly
it's
this
very
time.
scary.
Great.
Spooky
Do that,
October
and
month.
don't give up.
Sorry to
And
make you
since
listen
then,
to
we've just
all
been
my
chipping away at
family drama,
Yakuza like a
Ichiban.
dragon.
It's no problem. I care about
Would
Nanoha,
highly
too.
recommend this game. I'm
She's
not
my
sure if
ex-coworker,
Sega still
after
has it
all.
on sale, but if you've not
Still.
played any of the Yakuza
Thanks.
games, would highly, highly recommend. Yeah, it's Halloween. I've actually
way
been
is
3D
this over.
printing these
Wonder what'll
really
happen.
cool like knives.
Look at me.
Not like they're
I'm just
not
as
actually
nosy as
sharp, but they're
Sasha.
shaped like knives, but they have the faces of like all the famous movie, not villains, but there's a knife with Chucky and Leatherface. So that's been fun. Yakuza's still waiting for Parmesan. Been waiting for been waiting for a drink from bartender. I have nothing to give this man.
Thanks.
Yo, what's up with this suit, Adachi?
Dachi-san, what's up with the suit?
I love being able to.
Don't you remember?
You know,
We're doing that
I'm kind of worried that I'm starting to share a brain cell with Ichiban, and I don't think that's a good thing.
out of court settlement.
Oh, yeah, Takashi-kun scraped that guy's bumper. And he demanded Takashi-kun pay him 1,000,000 yen, so you decided to meet with the guy.
Hoping it's just a damn con man.
Wearing a suit to the settlement, huh? You really care
Yeah,
about this kid,
I think
Adachi-san?
it's really interesting
Well,
that
there's one more
RGG
reason I was
has
thinking I should look sharp today. You know how I sent a
basically
letter to Takashi asking for
inversed,
the contact info of the
or
car owner?
inverted rather.
Takashi wrote
Um,
back. and
So
said he
the
wanted to be
Judgment
there when I
series
meet
is
the
going to
guy.
be taking
Guess
over
he finally
the
wants to see
OG
his daddy
Yakuza style
longlegs in
combat, which is
person.
pretty interesting.
After 20 years of being sent money and all. You know, that whole time I came up with
I
excuses
was
to never
looking
meet
kind.
Takashi.
That's
Just
so
send him
fucked
letters.
up, Blanket.
So Takashi-kun's gonna meet
Adachi only has
Yamada-san for the
like
first
10
time today?
years on me.
Yeah. I figured the least I could do is look the way a big shot should.
You're all so fucking
Except,
horrible.
Even though it is a suit, it's
Like,
pretty plain
fuck.
for a
I'm
rich guy,
queer and in
ain't
my
it?
30s. Like, I'm one
Great,
step
man.
from the
So I had.
grave. Jesus.
Anyway, I explained what's going to go down here to the staff, so we're good on that front. Only thing left for me to ask is if you're willing to stay and back me up, Kasuga.
That's the one
well,
running
real daddy
joke,
long legs
actually,
without a
in the
lackey with him,
Yakuza series that I
don't you think?
really appreciate.
Yeah, I guess.
Every single game, there is
Don't
someone
make
that's
me deal
stuck
with
in the
this asshole
bathroom, and you
and
have
the
to help
kid
them
all by
out by
myself.
getting toilet paper.
Please, man.
Fine. But when you interviewed Takashi 20
Yes,
years
I know,
ago,
I'm a
it was in
boomer.
person, right? What if he remembers
That
your
is
face?
not what I wanted to
He was
hit.
5 years old at the time. No way he would remember me. Especially
has
now that
gotten
I
into
probably
you?
look like his damn grandpa.
What are you doing?
Here's hoping.
You used to be subtle. You don't even care anymore.
Excuse me,
You don't
is
even
Yamada-san
care
here?
anymore, do you?
Are you Takashi?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Look at you, all grown up.
What?
Oh, no. It's just, I know. imagine
What
you the
from
way I
Majora's
did when we
Mask?
first
The
started
man who
writing
erased
each
his
other 20
name is
years
going to be
ago.
dope. I'm excited for Infinite Wealth
Yamada.
as well.
We finally meet
I'm
Yamada-san.
honestly in no
Thank you
rush
so
to
much for supporting me
to
all this
finish
time.
this game. It took
Oh,
me,
I
I
just-
think,
Enjoy
on and
lending
off,
a hand
I think
to promising kids
probably
like
about
you.
150 to 160
That's what a
hours,
philanthropist
minus the
So
mini
why are we
games in
meeting here?
Yakuza
What is this
0 and
place?
Kiwami.
No, it's a bar.
To
I
get
run
through,
as a
to like get to
hobby.
this
I'm a-
point, it was honestly
I'm a good
worth it
jazz
though. It's
guy.
been really cool
So you're
watching
also
this
patron of
series
the arts.
transform and
Amazing.
build.
And who are you?
Oh, I'm Yamada-sama's secretary.
You have a secretary too? You're even more loaded than I thought.
Oh yeah, I always have my secretary come with me.
Oh yeah,
Negotiate
it's
deals. He's a-
I don't know why it's a
he's a
common
sharp
trope,
cookie.
but it is
How
hilarious.
reassuring.
Now, Takashi-kun, where's the owner of this car you scraped?
His name is Hasegawa-san. He should be here soon.
Oh,
there
this
he is.
Asking me to come all the way out here to a dive like this? All I can say is you better have my money.
There's a few things I'd like to ask you first, Hasegawa-san.
Oh, you must be Daddy Longlegs. What do you want?
Daddy Longlegs.
Why are you demanding 1 million for a scratched bumper?
Because this is no ordinary car.
Oh, is that right?
I don't know much about cars, but it looked pretty ordinary to me.
It may look like a typical sedan, but it's actually a top-of-the-line British luxury car.
What is it? Lance Stroll's
Now I have to
F1
send
car?
it back to England for repairs.
Right. Mind telling us how the accident went down?
Well, I was just sitting there waiting for the signal, and this kid here, barely paying attention to what he's doing, of course, just pulls up right next to me on his bike. That's when his pedals
Experience
scrape up
all
against my
the
bumper.
Takashi-kun, does all of that sound right to
Yo,
you?
get some rest, pigeon.
Yes.
You know
I
what's
feel
the
like I
crazy
hate
part?
anything.
The amount of people that
I
have
mean,
asked
I
Mark
felt the hem of
Hamill
my
about
pants
it,
sliding along
and he
something,
refuses to acknowledge
I
it,
wish
which
it'd
is
been
just
the
so
hem of your
funny.
pants. When I heard the scraping sound, I looked over just in time to see your pedal gouging the hell out of my paint job.
Really? Well, that's funny.
What is?
If it was a regular sedan, all you'd be able to see from the driver's seat would be the hood. No way you'd see the bumper down below.
Oh, in my car, you can see it. Steering wheel's on the left, you know. You obviously don't know much about foreign luxury
No,
cars.
if it's British, it would be on the
left,
right.
huh? That's even funnier. Didn't you say the car was from England?
Thank you,
Did know
Adachi.
British and Japanese cars both have the wheel on the right?
They're the only two countries that do
You
that.
might want to come clean before you
realistically.
dig yourself a deeper hole. I say the mark on the bumper was already there, and the car's about as British as me.
So what'll it be? Admit you were trying to pull a fast one and we'll let you go. But if you decide you want to keep bitching over nothing, then my secretary here will have to intervene.
By the way, I'm not just Yamada-sama's secretary. I'm also his bodyguard.
Fuck.
So, it really was all a scam.
And a shitty one at that.
Wait, Yamada-san, did you know it was a scam from the start?
More or less. 1 million ain't much to a guy like me, of course, but us rich folks don't like our money going to criminals. We gotta do our part, you know?
Wow, rich people are so cool.
Oh my god, dude. I bet this kid has
That we
Twitter
are.
blue.
So, how about
I
that bar
love
exam,
Dead
Takashi?
Souls, even though it
Think you'll
runs
pass
like
this
dog
year?
shit. Like, I really want to actually get my
Actually, I
hands
found
on
out
it
I
and play
didn't.
it.
Oh, that's a shame.
But you know, the average age of the people who do pass is 29. So I figure as long as I pass it by then, I'm good.
Isn't that 4 years from now?
Yeah, and when I do become a lawyer, you'll be the first to know, Yamada-san.
Ah, looking forward to it.
Thanks. I have some studying to do today, so I'm gonna get going.
Hang in there.
Don't slam your penis in a car door, kid.
4 more years of sending money. Oh, man, that's gonna be tough.
Here's hoping it only takes 4 years.
Wait, what do you mean?
If he's getting caught up in a simple scam like this, how's he supposed to understand the finer points of law?
Yeah,
Don't be
I
like
know.
that. No, he's just too honest, is all. And who knows? Maybe he'll.
Most
pass
people
next
run
year.
it through
Sure hope so.
RCPS
Well,
3,
either way,
right?
At least he bought my rich guy act.
Yeah, well, we can thank my little performance for that.
Your performance? I was the one with the starring role. If there, you know what? Whatever, man. Let's just celebrate the fact that we pulled it off.
Yeah, with the
I wonder how
cheapest
much I
drinks
could
money
torque
can
it up
buy.
with this machine, because this is a fucking monster anymore. As long as I can twiddle with the frame rate a little bit, it should be okay, right? I actually don't. I'm really not a big physical collection type person. I live in like a super tiny ass apartment. Like it's so goddamn small. I don't have. It just straight up tells you. Damn. Wow, that's it. Oh yeah, because Nanba's away. Exactly how many records do I have? Fuck. Let me look. That should be updated. Interesting. Interesting behavior. Let me see. Yeah, this is updated. 188. Listen, they don't take up much space. The issue is if I ever have to move them, it's about 2,000 pounds. It's probably not 2,000 pounds, but it's fucking a lot. Like that's like really the only thing I collect though. Okay, listen, I don't have the space for fucking video games, okay? I can jam 50 vinyl into a fucking 12 by 12, you know, a 12 by 12 by 12 cube. Video games don't stack so nicely, and I don't feel like 3D printing an entire storage system just for video games. I think, I'll be honest with you, Chrissy, I think the other thing is just because, like, I'm more of a speedrunner than anything else. Digital versions of video games are always going to be faster, so I'm more interested in those than anything else. God, these dudes don't stand a chance.
Here we go. I'm ready now.
Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like we had a discussion about that last night. Like video game stuff is just so overly expensive. I'm really not gonna lie though. Every time I see this game, I just want to go back to Japan so bad.
Who's hungry?
Me.
Hey, Kasuga. If you got asked out by a woman you weren't really into, what would you tell her?
Where'd this come from?
See, I was just thinking about chicken and tomatoes, right? And at first I thought they were gross, but then they started to grow on me.
What? My guy.
That got me thinking, maybe love's like that. You know, how two people can eventually find harmony. Kind of like chicken and tomatoes.
Chicken and tomatoes go together pretty fucking well, Adachi.
You're drunk, aren't you?
Just give me an answer, damn it. Would you date the poor woman or not?
I might give her a chance anyway. Love's not always.
I'm not gonna lie. If I do like fall into a spare PS1, I'm kind of thinking about getting the ODE board. Is it the ODE board for that?
Your beer munch is that
the
bad?
X Station.
But in your case,
just
I'd
because
take what I could get. I mean, who knows
it's so
when the
much
next
more
opportunity
efficient, to
will
be
roll
honest.
around, right?
And like, the thing is, if I'm gonna speedrun a
Well, what
PS1
about you?
game, I'm gonna do
Won't
it
you
on
go through with
PS2
it?
anyway. So I'll still
Of course
have
I
physical
will.
hardware.
Life's about experience, and when you hit my age,
It's
your
just there's
base radar
realistically
only
like
gets
I'm not the
bigger.
biggest fan of
You say this even
EPSXE,
though you're practically retired.
especially in terms of capture and setting up a
yeah.
gamepad with it.
What's
It's
the point in giving
fucking
yourself a
tremendous
level
pain
cap?
in the dick. I'd much rather just like
Okay then.
open up
Go
a
get into some wild
PS1,
encounters
do
and
a
grind till you're
decent
out
bit
of
of
stamina.
soldering, and slap it back together.
Oh, but then you'll just get eaten and get a game over, won't you?
Who says I can't escape the
I
dungeon at the
mean,
last second?
yeah. Do you know what? Bio? Or I'm trying to. Those should be the serial numbers on those are SPCH, I think. Yeah, the Wii U is interesting, depending on like which version you're looking for. That I might be able to help out for, but yeah, I'm sure we could like trade some sort of goods and services, Emmy. Oh yeah, hack the Wii U always. To be honest, I have like I think it's a launch edition Switch, which apparently you can like jailbreak and hack and shit. So I might be doing that one of these days. Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, I just need to make sure it's one that I can grab one of the X Station devices and just put it in. Because I'm pretty sure it's not region locked. But I know it's dependent on model number, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I did the soft modding for one of my 3DSs. It's absolutely worth it, in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying outright go out and steal video games, especially from like fucking indie studios and developers. Please, for the love of God, don't take that message out of this. But companies that absolutely neglect the ability to purchase games, whether it be through online stores or what have you, listen, someone's got to hold on to these things for fucking preservation's sake. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. No worries, no rush. I have a somewhat busy day tomorrow. I have a meeting for Questing for Glory, so that'll. To be honest, I'm gonna have to get up. Trash man. Have to go grocery shopping. Have the meeting, and then I gotta derust some. I'd prefer the quick solder. Just because, like, don't get me wrong, I know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I don't want to spend fucking 3 hours digging apart a PS1. I have better things to do with my life.
Can I help you?
I hate that look so much. I forgot about Night Queen.
You'll need better qualifications. Do your best out there.
Oh.
Yeah, no worries. I'll take a look at it. I know it's not. Like it's even like the quicker version of it is still like it is a time investment for sure. And it's a very precise job. But yeah, no, I feel you on that, Emmy. Like I really do. Oh damn, my passion is very low.
Looking good.
Are you looking for a fat PS3 like
Pretty
OG?
good.
IMO, those are the only ones worth grabbing, and to be honest, take the time to take the time to do the YLOD fix, even though it might not be worth it anymore. The biggest issue with those is the CMOS battery. If you want like really good information on like how to like properly preserving a PS3 the best you can, talk to Palmer about it. Because like it's one of those things, those are just not in great shape, unfortunately. I can actually make that. Interesting. Fire base damage, though. Really now?
Looking good.
Iron and tempered glass. Yeah, so I need to get more of those.
Just touch.
Body is a fortress. Iron gatas. Jesus.
Looking good.
Yeah. First gen has the well, if you don't need it for PS1 and PS2 emulation, just get whatever and rip the hard drive out and put an SSD in there. It runs so absurdly faster. Yeah, I forgot you have those out there, huh? I'm luckily blessed by a really cool place called Classic Game Junkie. They're family owned, but they have like I think they have like 3 or 4 stores around the area. They're absurdly solid. Their pricing's great. They've always been super awesome with me. I need more rares. First level rares. So I run my businesses on. Yeah, what are you looking for?
Finally found you.
I really wish someone, I'm sure it exists, but like a SATA, like the SATA to IDE adapter for the PS2, but also still had a way to connect the LAN port.
With finesse.
With finesse, baby. Wow, I used to have a lot of money. Then I forgot I bought a bunch of shit. Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front. Okay, yeah, I'll take a poke around. They're pretty good with that. Also, if you ever like need discs resurface, I can take them there or just do it here. Like I own a disc surfacing machine, resurfacing machine, like an actual one, not like a fucking spin doctor.
I got this.
Don't get cocky.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Oh, dude, I don't pay attention. I was also just going off of what Maple recommended because they had just done theirs.
A pleasure to meet you.
Don't get cocky.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Shit. Can y'all compress? Thank you.
Let's go.
I'm not backing down. Sure you
I fucked that up. And that one.
Right. I'm ready now.
You're in it now. Cool. Don't get cocky. I'm up.
I'll have to look at that. Because if it's just physically swapping to that would be dope. But then again, I don't know if I'd still be able to like network to it, you know? So I'd have to fucking hardwire it and add a switches on the router. Damn, this is my kind of place.
いらっしゃい。
Bulgogi, kimchi, rice. Lay it on me.
Who's hungry?
Me.
That makes sense.
ありがとうね。
Alright, friendos. I think we're gonna call it a night. Like I said, I gotta get up. Shibs and I got shit to do tomorrow. Then we'll stream. I might try and do some 15. I definitely want to get to Forspoken because we have that coming up for Hotfix. But yeah, busy. Honestly, busy next entire like 7-8 days. It's gonna be pretty fucking nightmarish in terms of like bouncing from the channel and whatnot. But I appreciate all the raids and hanging out. A PS2 Noctua mod, it doesn't get that hot. PS3 maybe, because the thermal paste and the capacitors will eventually fail, so keeping them cooler longer would probably help. But yeah, either way, we'll give you all the rundown. If you had a good time tonight, feel free to join us in the Discord. We do community night gaming on Saturdays, so we'll have a tremendous time with that. Feel free to join us. We normally do golfing. I don't think I have anything extra crazy on the schedule. We might do like a little bit of Silent Hill before community night. It depends on how speed runs go. 15's been fighting me like I owe it money, which is the inverse. If you haven't subbed to the YouTube yet, it's a great way to catch up on the speedruns, casual playthroughs, cooking streams, what other random shenanigans I get into. tea drinkers, check out our blends that we put together with our friends at Adagio. Proceeds from the blends I put together benefit the Trevor Project. And if you want to support the stream through gifts, get yourself some extra cooking votes. No cooking stream this weekend, but one next weekend. Maybe. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to swing that because I have shit going on. Yeah, whatever. Well, we'll figure it out. I always do. But if you want to support the stream that way, excellent way to do so. But yeah, we'll call it here. Should be some pretty lengthy YouTube uploads. I'm going to take care of those before I get some rest. But in the meantime, I hope you all had a tremendous time. Thanks much for the raids and resubs tonight. Y'all are looking especially attractive. But yeah, let's go find somebody to raid. Cool. Yeah, it's getting late, and like I've felt like ass like about 90% of today, so I don't want to really push it any further than I already have. Plus, I got to get up and function and be like an actual whole ass adult. Ain't nobody want to do that, but here I am. But yeah, I don't know when stream's gonna start. I would say tentatively maybe like best case scenario, like 4:30, 5 o'clock Eastern PM, which would kind of be nice. That gives me 4 hours to like get shit done before community night. Like that's dicking around for half an hour with 15 before we get a run, and then knock out a Forspoken speed run and dive right in. But yeah, that's